woman has collapsed on the sand.
There's a lot of people really burnt already.
You can't walk on the sand.
It's forecast to be the hottest day of the year.
We've got two big storms coming from the south, which is coming through waterfall. There's red and black in there, so it's going to be pretty intense. There's probably a bit of hail in there as well.
I think we're in for a massive storm.
As soon as that southerly hits, you can see it come across the water. And then lightning, thunder, it's like music to our ears sometimes.
Not every lifeguard enjoys a storm.
Everyone knows that Jules has a phobia of storms.
No, I don't like storms. They're not my favourite thing at all. I respect them, but I don't like them. I'm not comfortable in storms.
But this storm has another surprise in store. One that's got everyone ducking for cover.
Some of the hailstones were honestly like the size of golf balls.
They're full on. Mate, how gnarly.
I hadn't seen hail that big for many years, and we were all pretty amazed by it.
You're getting bigger. Look at the ones over there. Look at the water. Look at the water.
Of course, I always get a bit concerned about the surfers in the water, just because of the size of the hailstones, you know.
Look at all the surfers with their floors on their.
It's the biggest hailstorm to hit Sydney in 20 years, and some locals don't want to miss the occasion.
Here we are! We're stuck in the surf!
Oh, I've pretty much come down here every day for the last 53 years. That's quite unusual, yeah. We, get a little bit of hail, but not like that normally.
It's hailing! Yeah, you don't want to get them on your head.
One of the great things at Bondi, it's normally a beautiful, lovely beach, but when it's bad, it's bad.
No matter what the weather, Bondi's lifeguards must remain vigilant.
Even when the storms do come in, you can't completely let your guard down because not everyone leaves the water.
Max, Harrison and Mario monitor the beach from the shelter of Bondi Central. Max thinks he's seen something in the water. But then it's gone.
I was looking at the flag and I was wondering, is there actually a person behind there?
Whatever's there is obscured from view by the flag.
The flag is in the middle.
500 metres to the north, Chapo has a clear view.
Go ahead. And then all of a sudden, the guy popped out from behind the flag and I was like, wow, we really need to get this guy.
It's unclear how long the man has been struggling against the rip.
We got a swimmer he could swim out and now he got stuck.
As I got closer, I realised I'm in here. This guy's not good.
The man bounces off the bottom.
He's up here. He's coming back up. He's going under. Go Arizona.
Each wave costs Harrison vital seconds.
It's very close to him, yep.
As precious seconds tick away, the man barely has enough energy to keep his head up.
Yeah, you got him.
But that's when I'd noticed that closer in there was another guy who was just in the same amount of trouble.
Another man has drifted into exactly the same spot. But from the tower, he's also hidden by the flag. Mario is unaware Harrison has a double rescue on his hands and needs backup.
I turned the board around and I tried to catch a wave in, but on the angle, so I could pass him and collect him on the way through. In my head, I thought it would go to plan. It didn't go to plan.
Mario can't see the second swimmer behind the flags, so Chapo races to back up from the other end of the beach.
To me, they looked like they were in a lot of trouble.
Chapo and someone else.
Overshooting the second patient poses a new dilemma to Harrison. Who to help next?
I told the first guy to just don't let go. Really dangerous to go out and try and rescue someone with no equipment because they're going to see you afloat and they're just going to jump all over you. They don't care if they take you down with them.
Chapo battles the waves. In a panic, the man pushes Harrison underwater.
In that situation, Harrison was well in control of what he was doing. He just needed my help to do it more effectively.
The first guy who was getting rescued is being boarded in now. Yeah, all good. Back on the beach.
The two men are part of a Korean tour group.
They swam in a strong rip. We saw them just, and it was very touch and go, yeah. They were, you know, whether we say seconds, I'm not sure, but if we're not here, they drown.
Their friends are happy to see them back on the beach. Well, kind of.
Good work, guys. 두번 잡고. Very well.
Are you okay? 딴 거 너무 많이 마셔가지고.
언제? When was it?
아니 저기 들어갔다가.
I was so worried. Yeah, anything is wrong or just any damage, I just worry about the brain damage.
Tour guide Mary had told the guys to swim between the flags.
I told you, between the flag, we only allowed to inside, between the flag. It's too far from here.
When the sun returns, it's a Christmas present for beachgoers.
Merry Christmas!
You know, where better to be on Christmas Day than Bondi Beach, celebrating the sun.
Thousands of backpackers descend on Bondi to celebrate.
This year was one of the busiest Christmas days we've had for a long, long time. The sun was out, the crowds were here. It was one of those epic Bondi Christmas days.
Santa Claus is coming to town.
But not everyone's silly season is going to plan.
Yeah, just to Central, can you please get an ambo?
Local musician Stewie has dislocated his shoulder while enjoying a swim.
Pain relief, okay, buddy?
Shoulder surgery, and it's that shoulder that's popped out.
Yeah. We're gonna give him some pain relief and then take him maybe up in the tower.
The green whistle contains a powerful analgesic gas, methoxyflurane.
It's almost like being intoxicated. Just take in as big a breath as you can. It kind of takes away the pain and creates a really funny outcome most of the time.
Take it easy.
You got me on the green stuff.
Yeah. Real deal, baby.
I knew instantly that we had a serious character on our hands.
Oh, man. Juice me
Keep
up.
sucking on the whistle, you'll be fine.
You got to start selling these things Christmas time. They go gangbusters, wouldn't they?
Stewie.
Yeah, brother. I'm feeling all right, mate. The green whistle's working. But yeah, I could rock and roll a bit more.
In his spare time, Stewie is the front man of a local rock band.
Keep rock and rolling. I've got a band, Thunderstar. I'm trying to rock and roll, train going. Thunderstar, 100%.
Oh, yeah, I'm with ya.
You ever play guitar?
Yeah.
I knew there was going to be something strange and obscure that me and him were going to bond over.
As soon as this shoulder gets popped back in.
And it didn't take much prodding to work out that bond was music.
Another thing Jethro shares with Stewie is the pain of popping a shoulder. Jethro dislocated his shoulder a few years ago.
Yeah, absolutely. I feel for every shoulder case that walks in. I know the pain they're going through.
That's it, take deep breath. Deep breaths.
Woo, she's painful. Yeah, she kicks in. You made her shoulder pop out? Oh. I reckon it's worth the childbirth. The pain is...
Paramedic Stacey is trained to assist with dislocated shoulders, like Stewie's.
Hello. Has this happened before?
Yeah, it's happened about 100 times before.
So take a few good deep breaths of that. Won't move you until we need you nice and relaxed.
Oh.
Take you back. You want to rest back? Back. Big breaths on that green whistle. Just get yourself comfortable, okay?
This is one shoulder that does not want to budge. Paramedic Stacey offers a second green whistle.
There you go, have a go at that. Have they had problems in the past putting it back in?
Yeah. Yeah.
After 10 or 15 minutes of attempts to try and put the shoulder back in, Stu is just getting in more and more pain.
If Paramedic Stacey can't put Stewie's shoulder back in place, he's off to hospital for treatment and possibly another surgery.
Have a few big breaths of this. You're gonna just let me take the weight of this one. Rest your back against the back of the chair. That's it. Puff your chest out. That's it.
Oh, that was it.
Felt that. Just hold
You
it.
just
Don't
did it
move it for
down.
just a second.
Oh,
Just
I
don't
love
move
you.
it.
You just took all that pain, that.
Let me take this for a second. My work here is done.
Stewie will undergo rehabilitation before he can get back on the guitar.
Yeah, I'm a pirate. See you later. See you, buddy. Thank you.
I don't reckon a shoulder injury could stop Stewie from strumming. I reckon he's got a bit of talent and he's hiding from the world. We need to see it.
Every festive season, the man in the red suit puts on a show for local kids. Jet ski Santa, surfing Santa, skateboard Santa, painted Santa. It had been a long line of successful Santas, till Reidy decided on Scuba Santa.
Scuba Santa didn't really go to plan. I planned on scuba diving from out the back and make a gracious entrance as Scuba Santa. And I ended up just coming out looking like a drowned rat.
This year, Reidy wants to redeem himself.
I feel like I can outdo myself here. I've got an awesome sleigh, I've got the suit, and I feel like we can achieve Bondi Santa greatness.
Look, the pressure isn't just the children on the beach. The pressure is executing the job right in front of all the lifeguards because they're going to have the biggest laugh.
Perfect for me. Maxi and trainee Berkey will be Santa's little helpers. But not everyone is convinced this is a winning combo.
Oh my God.
The elves, Berkey and Maxi.
Hey!
Like, I wouldn't want Berkey to be my assistant. Especially not such an important job like Santa has. And Maxi's a bit of a buffhead. So it was a terrible team. Absolutely shocking team.
Are we ready, elf?
This year's Santa extravaganza is a surfing sleigh powered by elves catching a wave all the way to the beach.
Just want to make you all aware that Santa has just left the North Pole and he's at North Bondi now. He's just out there on a board. He's just jumped off his sled. His estimated time of arrival will be about 3 minutes to shore. All those kids out there, he's got goodies for you. You can see him out the back. He'll be coming in shortly on a wave. Every Santa surf, you know it.
Peanut gallery in place? Check. Kids waiting for the spoils? Check. Reidy striving for redemption? Check.
It was just going to be the greatest entrance of all time.
You know what I want to see? The old nose dive and stuff, scorching Reidy going flying over handlebars.
Well, I thought they were going to crack a wave all the way to shore. You know, these guys can catch waves in their sleep.
But then, disaster.
I can know, here we go.
I was stoked. The tower went up, but it was like a volcano in there. I'm sure the whole beach was just laughing their asses off at these three grown men crashing their sleigh into the sand.
Santa's abandoned ship.
When Santa was face down, the kids thought maybe it's going to be a bad Christmas, but I helped him up the beach and yeah, they were quite excited to rip in and have some goodies.
Merry Christmas! Who wants a lolly?
Well, he came in over the waves and he had a big sack of fruit and we thought, well, this isn't right. And then he opened another sack and it was full of lollies and everybody dug in.
So, what's the verdict on this year's Santa?
Nah, he's a bad Santa. We're really sad.
Yeah, I feel like I nailed it. I feel like my elves sabotaged me.
I don't know what he's thinking, blaming us elves. You know, we're in the workshop 364 days a year and he asks us to help him on the one day and he blames engine trouble. Come on, mate. Go for another swim.
A few days earlier, local muso Stewie dislocated his shoulder. After receiving first aid from Lifeguards,
the green whistle's working.
He's back with a Christmas present.
And I wrote this song for these guys because I really, appreciate what they do, and I just haven't got enough to say to the Lifeguards. They're just so good.
I was sort of hoping I'd see him again, and lo and behold, he's come back in here with his guitar.
Thanks for the day, brother. I'll get him. Anyway, this is for you, Jeffro.
Bondi Beach on a sunny day. Wave after wave from me had its way. I was drying like a go, but I'm free again. Oh, bugger, your shoulders popped out. You don't want to down on the sacred ground. Pirate down, call Bondi Rescue. I need you throwing his pirate black pill to get me to the Tower of the Hour. Hey, oh, hey, hey, hey. Bondi Rescue's on its way. Over the ocean and across the sky. Then those pirates and the Bondi Rescue are gonna save your ass. Yeah, shut up.
Yeah, I've definitely got a little corner of my heart for Stu. I've got a place reserved for him. I love him.
When we first saw the paragliders, we've seen them before. They normally come and land in Bondi Park, but this particular time they were hovering over Bondi, and it looked like they were gonna land on the beach or up in the park. Yeah, I think for beachgoers it's a bit of a spectacle. You don't come down to Bondi to see paragliders. You see a whole bunch of other crazy stuff, but to see two blokes floating in the air, it's kind of a cool sight for people who don't come to the beach that often.
Flying isn't permitted over South Bondi. It appears that one of the paragliders has lost control.
There was one bloke who seemed a lot lower, just very abnormal heights for a parasailer, and as he came in, he was coming in hot. Yeah, I reckon that nor'easter that's just blown has just thrown him off course a bit. Paragliders generally, when they want to come in and land, they turn in and face the wind, and it allows them to land really gently.
Wrapped in a web of ropes and nylon, crash landing into water can spell disaster for paragliders.
Is he going in the water? Oh my God, I think he's going to go in. Hey, Todd, did you get the paraglider? Yeah, I bet.
The paraglider descends quickly as a high-speed crash landing seems unavoidable.
The fact he was coming in so fast, he hit the water really hard. You know, coming at that pace and hitting unbroken water, it's like jumping off a 10-metre platform, you know, into unbroken water, belly flopping. Hey, Gons, did you get the paraglider? Yeah, I remember.
There's no sign of the man under the parachute.
Yeah, I knew Gons was down there. I kind of wanted to get him out there as soon as possible.
Lifeguards fear he may be tangled in ropes.
We could have fallen on top of him and he could have been, you know, unconscious by the time I got there.
Yeah, Gons, he's a really experienced lifeguard, so I think every single one of us in the tower had complete faith in him, and he paddled out there at a good pace.
You hit that water so hard.
When Gons arrives, he finds the man more embarrassed than injured.
What happened? I was just losing too much fight. He's gone. That northeast wind. Yeah. Swung around. And yeah. Just got ya. I don't think I can drag it in for you. I'll give it a try. You can swim? Yeah, I can swim.
Now Gons' rescue is a salvage mission.
Just go over the rocks over there if you want. Yeah. I'll see how I go.
I actually didn't think I had that much of a chance to get it over to the icebergs, but I went, I'll give it a go. This could be quite embarrassing.
Go, Gonzi. Get it in, son.
The man is lucky to escape unscathed.
Yeah, no, he was just chilling in the sky, and then he straight down, and then he just jumped, and then... God. You don't often see someone fall out of a parachute into water.
So yeah, wind swung around too much and just sent it sinking air coming in. And there was like nothing I could do about it, you know. Thanks. No, good man. Well, you can tell us the story. Yeah.
I've seen some pretty crazy things down here. That's definitely got to be up in the top 5.
This was an unplanned visit to Bondi by paraglider Addison.
So how did you feel when you were sort of plummeting towards the water?
Now he's not keen to hang around for long.
What's next? The submarine's going to come into the beach. Just another day down at Bondi.
Bondi Beach. Every year, it attracts millions of visitors from around the world. Except this year.
We are effectively and immediately taking down the flags on all our 3 beaches. That's Bondi, Bronte and Tamarama.
For the first time since World War II, Bondi Beach was closed to the public. As the world was faced with a very different kind of war.
COVID-19 really is spreading rapidly across Australia.
We need to make sure the spread stops.
Social distancing rules made the sand off limits. Though some beachgoers would not be deterred.
Police pounced on this Bondi local, accused of going through a closed-off area at Benbuckler Point.
The lockdown saved countless lives, but losing access to the beach took its toll on Australian beachgoers.
You know, my family and all my close friends have been using this place for years and generations, and then all of a sudden, you know, I had to play a role in closing that off from them. Especially for my kids. Them coming down and not being allowed on the sand or not being allowed in the water was really tough.
Yeah, definitely the locals felt like the beach was being taken away from them and felt pretty sad that that was happening.
Months later, Australia is winning the battle against COVID, and Bondi is reopened for summer.
This is unbelievable. It's a really good feeling putting the flags up since COVID. Beautiful blue sky. Hopefully we'll have a bit of a crowd today.
Finally, we're back. Feet in the sand.
Just actually be outside
and breathe in the fresh air and just lie in the sun and take it all in. Everybody needs to do it.
Bondi Beach, we're top.
The crowds are back. But not everyone is kicking their heels up.
Quite a few rips running on the beach, and it's the first big crowd of the season, really. It's, yeah, good numbers, and I'm sure we're going to be in for a pretty busy afternoon.
20 metres from shore, Whippet spots a man being kept above water by his mates.
You okay?
He's all right. It just got deeper and deeper, and I was just getting pulled back, and it was just getting worse and worse. I was feeling the water come into my mouth, and then he came in the right moment, yeah.
First dip for the day, first rescue for the season. So, there we go. At least I'm off the mark.
There's a mirror current down here, so please stay close to shore all time. Thank you.
Volunteer lifesavers assist swimmers at the south end.
2 lifesavers, 4 girls, and a lot of water moving off the bank, so it wasn't the ideal situation for them.
As Will investigates, he realises it's not only adults who are in trouble.
As I was paddling out, there was a little girl that was on a sandbank just to the left of me. When I started paddling out, she looked fine, and it sort of kept her in my peripherals. Then I just saw her head going down and up, and I just thought, I can't leave her. These guys, they've got a flotation device, they're fine. This girl needs help straight away.
She was such a sweet little thing. She seemed pretty calm, but she knew that she was in a bit of strife, so went on her way when we got in, and I think she was just happy to have boots on the sands.
Sun, surf, crowds. Everything is just right. Well, almost.
Oh, the battery's dead. Does this happen all the time? Because these things are on? I've never had that. We're not out of fuel, are we? No. What are we doing? Mate, this buggy's not starting. Like it's got a flat battery.
Mate, stick that thing on the thing.
You're probably going to have to give me a little bit more than thing on the thing.
There's a cord thing that goes on the knot thing.
There's a work key and then a normal key. It's doing nothing. I turn it off and then turn it back on, and it just says nothing. It says PPS fault.
Mario, Bondi's first ever Italian lifeguard, is always ready for service.
Just push it so it maybe moves a bit and then see if it kicks in. Yeah, go on neutral. I'm just making them push it for no reason. It's cooling off. You were too hot for the car. If anything, we're getting like further away from getting it started. This is the first time you can really be Super Mario. As always, Muzzer knows everything. So he goes, yeah, I'm all right, I'm Super Mario from Mario Kart. He's sticking his radio into the car battery and thinks it's going to work.
Maybe, you know, like the cable was a bit loose and it wasn't making the contact. So
You actually know how to do it. I know. It's so easy. Take over, Muzz.
This should be a simple job. Connect the positive to the positive, the negative to the negative.
Muzz was so overconfident that he did get this started and be the hero that I thought I'd let him take his chance.
So black goes on the negative pole and positive, so red pole.
Turn it right off. Wait, sure that one's on. Where was that?
I just seen this red cable running next to the pole where I touched the jumping cable. And I touched the red jumping lead on that pole. And the black one on the other one.
What'll happen to your hair, Muzz, if you get electrocuted? You gotta go straight.
When I saw the spark, I thought, oh, that's great. We got the electricity running. We're on.
They're smoking. Turn it off, take it off, mate. Bang. What do we got? He's smoking the joint out.
Turn it on. Turn it on. It's gone. Take it off, mate. Take it off.
The boys start saying, Mario, take it off. But I was scared.
Take it off.
And more coming, and all the jumping leads were start to melting, and then I said, no, there is something wrong happening.
There's smoke coming out of the buggies. He's jumping around like a cat on a hot tin roof, and we're just all kind of sitting back, watching it unfold. Did that just melt that?
Yeah.
Oh my God, it's all happening.
Shouldn't happen.
Well, it shouldn't catch on fire, no.
Nah.
Catching on fire is not what jump-starting is, mate.
Now, Muzz tried to jump start it and caught on fire. So, I'm going to come pick you up.
Finally, Whippet radios for the lifeguard he should have called in the first place.
Mouse is actually an aeronautical engineer. He fixes planes for a living. So if anyone can jump-start a battery, it should be him.
Split up then.
Seen Muzzo, he's very quiet, very sheepish. He sort of had this question mark written all over his head.
Because I saw this one red.
That's English 101, Muzz. Red goes on red.
Yes. We need you, Muzz.
Yes.
See, all we need thought you blew the engine up, eh? I thought you did too. We know that Mario is not Super Mario from Mario Brothers. I don't think we'll be letting him too close to the buggies if they're in trouble ever again.
This season, as COVID restrictions put a strain on resources, 10 new lifeguards have been added to the service. Just 19 years of age, Max Milligan already has experience working as a lifeguard back in his hometown.
Prior to coming to Bondi, I was a lifeguard at Port Macquarie, it's where I grew up, and I lifeguarded there for 3 seasons.
But he's yet to crack his first rescue at Bondi.
I just think when you're starting a new service, you want to make a really good impression with the senior lifeguard. You don't want to be caught making a mistake when it really matters. It's life and death, this job.
Today, Max is on patrol alongside experienced lifeguard Wally.
His skills are great, like can't take anything away from him for that, but yeah, I'm assuming he's just wanting to impress the people he's working with.
At the north end, Max's attention is caught by a swimmer near the rocks.
Saw a lady in the north corner getting sucked out in that rip, and I just told Wally that we should probably head down in the buggy, and we got there and I was in straight away. There's a pretty permanent rip that runs out against those rocks in the north corner. It can catch out a lot of people, especially being so close to the flags.
The woman is over 50 metres from shore and being pulled further out to sea.
When people are in rips, they can start to panic, it can change pretty quickly. She was definitely pretty tired, and I just thought I better get in there straight away and give her a hand before it becomes...
Hey, come here.
She was definitely struggling and trying to
Watch out.
preserve her energy. She was going out to sea pretty quickly.
Jump on.
Quickly, face the front. Jump on. Sweet.
Thank you.
Head towards the front and lie down, please. You all right? Are you okay? Did you swallow water? It was nice to know that the boys saw, hopefully a good little rescue to start me off.
I think he did really well for his first rescue down at Bondi. I think he spotted it, he let me know about it, we went down, he got in nice and quick, and he was very caring towards the patient and whatnot. He checked in on her multiple times, so I think he did well for his first rescue.
Bondi's lifeguards are called to incidents all over the beach, but one place sees more action than anywhere else.
Yeah, our lifeguard tower at Bondi, it's the nerve centre of the beach, where we work, where we all use as our office, and it's a pretty unique building for Bondi.
Hey, mate.
We have people knocking on that door all day, every day. If you spend enough time in there, depending on what the knock sounds like, you can almost predict what the problem is on the other side of the door.
Oh, hi.
My friend is walking. He's just dislocated his shoulder.
Where'd it get you, mate? On your knuckle there?
Yeah.
That's right, we'll put this on. Magic stuff on it, eh? Okay, it's going to sting, but you're probably going to start feeling it in your glands on your arm.
It's just
Oh, you're brave.
He's being super brave.
I'd be screaming.
We spend a lot of time in it. Rainy days, it's 12 hours in there a day. You really get to know your workmates.
sitting in the tower for a day, and that's the good and the bad of everyone.
Get through. Get to know who leaves the dishes in the sink. Get to know everyone's unique personalities pretty quickly.
Imagine all the brain cells I'm killing right now.
Nothing's off limits in there. It's a crazy little world in that tower.
Our job is very, very serious a lot of the time, but at the same time, you need to have that bonding so you can work as a really good team, and it all happens in the tower.
What do you got for me today, skunk?
It's like a big family. You have like lots of brothers.
I always describe the lifeguard service as like a football team or a high school group or something, and that's our like little courtyard. That's our lunchtime area where we just get to know each other and share old school stories. And that's just where we bond. Yeah, it's great.
As much as we bag each other and we take the mickey out of each other, it all comes from a good place. All those sort of special moments, they all happen in the tower.
Happy birthday to you. In a summer like no other, Bondi's lifeguards are turning to each other for support.
It's a special place, and I think it's where the team and the camaraderie of this place is really built.
So lifeguard service is finished for the night. We ask you to come out of the water, please.
You look really good with a microphone in your hand. You belong in a punk rock band.
100%. Shut the door, let's go.
The weather has a really major part in lifeguarding. Obviously, it's going to play a big part of how many people are going to come to the beach. We get a nice hot 35-degree day, we're going to get 40,000 down here. Down here, you just got to be kind of prepared for everything.
If you get big seas and a big shore break, watch out for spinals. If you get a nor'easter, you'll get blue bottles. A hot sunny day, you're going to get heat stroke. It's just given that these things are going to happen.
Authorities have appealed for us to look out for each other this weekend as temperatures soar.
Hospitals are bracing for the worst as the heat wave across the state intensifies.
Look at that. I'll be in the air conditioning somewhere.
Hottest place on earth. At 47 this weekend, I'll dead set go Tropper. There'll be a loony bin down here.
It's forecast to be the hottest day of the year. By 10 a.m. on a summer Saturday, it's already 30 degrees.
Feel it just zapping the energy from you, so it's going to be tough work. I guess we're going to have to be in the shade or in and out of the water as well just to get through the day.
The temperature is set to reach the mid-40s, but the surface of the sand is at least 10 degrees hotter. Beachgoers are like cats on a hot tin roof.
We know it gets that hot because it's you can't walk on the sand.
Very hot. Hottest day this summer, I reckon. So, yeah, nice place to chill out.
Lifeguards brace themselves for inevitable cases of heat stroke, sunburn and dehydration.
I kind of think they're going to be dropping like flies later on. As we went down there before, there was a lot of people really burnt already.
Within minutes, the first victim. A woman has collapsed on the sand.
We'll take you up into the tower.
Yeah, I'm just trying to get off the beach.
Do you have anyone else here?
No, just by myself.
It's okay, we can look after you.
Local resident Jana had barely arrived on the beach when she began suffering dizzy spells and impaired vision. Classic symptoms of heat stroke.
Hey, you got that ice, Gons?
Yeah.
Yeah, get it. Just put it on the head, yeah.
So do you think it was heat stroke?
Yeah.
Does that make you feel really nauseous?
Yeah.
It wasn't there long.
Did your vision go a bit blurry then?
Yeah. Freaks me out completely. Aren't tourists the only ones that do this? No?
Do you have a number that we could ring?
Yeah, actually, you could call my dad.
Yeah, she's with us now. She's not feeling the best. She's asked for us to give you a call.
I did a sweat coming off me, imagine that. We just went for a swim.
Look at you. Poor lady, she's obviously really dehydrated and the heat just got to her. I feel sorry for her.
Jana's mum and dad mount a quick rescue mission.
We'll get her home, give her plenty of cold drinks, turn the air conditioning on and the TV. Thank you so much.
Jana's heading back indoors, leaving Mad Dogs and Englishmen to stay out in the midday sun. As the mercury rises, so do the casualties.
Been sitting in the sun for a while? Not too long. And we put this bit of oxygen on. Here you go.
By midday, there's been a steady stream of victims and almost as many paramedics. Heat stroke is a serious condition. Left untreated, it can cause organ failure.
To get their core body temperature down and obviously try and rehydrate them.
Alina has just escaped the depths of a -30-degree winter in Siberia. Summer on Bondi was a little warmer than she expected.
When I grabbed her, she said she was going to faint. So there's some tubes, pinned her up here, got a bit of oxygen into her and pulled her down.
I'm Russian, I was on holidays in Russia with my family. I was like -30 there. I came here +30. I knew I probably should not go to the beach today, but still went. So it's the result.
By day's end, lifeguards have treated scores of people in the sweltering heat. Round one over, round two begins. The heat wave continues into Sunday and people flock back to the beach for relief. But a rude shock awaits them in the water.
We're dropping 16.3, which for this time of year is pretty much freezing because it's normally about between 20 and 22.
The consistent northeast wind has pushed the warm surface water away, replacing it with water from deep in the ocean. There's a heat wave on land and now a cold snap in the water. The conditions could barely be worse for more than 2,000 swimmers about to begin the North Bondi Classic Ocean Swim. 2 seasons ago, the race ran into a swarm of blue bottles. This time, competitors from young to old are swimming 2 kilometres in an icebox.
It is absolutely freezing. 16 degrees. It's dropped about 2 degrees overnight with the big nor'east wind, so we'll see how we go. Hypothermia will definitely be a big issue, but skinny little guys like me are going to do it tough.
Lifeguards now prepare to treat hypothermia, not heat stroke. Even Kerbox is edgy putting his toes in.
It's going straight into the cold. It's like hitting an ice brick wall.
About 10 seconds to the next wave. Here it goes. 5 seconds to the raw blue and the white.
Some swimmers will take half an hour to cover the course, if they can last that long in the freezing conditions.
It can affect your heart rate, it can affect your breathing, just because it's such a shock to your body.
In the middle of a heat wave, the water temperature has plummeted to a frigid 16 degrees. Over 2,000 swimmers are braving a 2-kilometre ocean race. Now the first has dropped out.
Come on. Pull yourself up.
The race has just begun, there's not even 200 metres out and they're already pulling people in.
As the cold bites, some swimmers become exhausted and disoriented.
It's braving the beach, it's too cold.
Swimmer after swimmer sees up as their core temperature drops.
Probably about 20 people not even trying to swim. Hoppo just dropped another one in.
Kerbox and Hoppo ferry patients back to lifeguards and lifesavers on land.
Thanks, buddy. You up there? That water's freezing. You just try and get the blood circulating as best as possible, rub them down and try and warm them up, and then slowly introduce some warm fluids and stuff like that. I feel like it's
As others bake in the heat wave, medical teams work to raise the swimmers' core body temperatures.
was just freezing. I just couldn't move my legs. It was icy. And the rescuers were giving us some hugs, like, so comfortable.
Maybe by next week I'll feel better.
Not everyone has succumbed to the cold.
Come on, Quino!
Lifeguard Quinn Darragh crosses the line first in his age group. By late afternoon, the air temperature is still around 40, but the heat can't last. Now Mother Nature cranks up the air conditioner.
Oh, the man southerly coming through right now. Shit everywhere.
Beachgoers hoping for mild relief are now blown off the beach. But not everyone thinks the southerly change is bad news. After an endless summer of small waves, by the next day, the surf gods have finally blessed Bondi. The surf is a magnet to anyone who's ever dreamt of riding a surfboard.
It's my first time.
My first time. Woo!
Woo!
Every man and his dog hits the water. Heatstroke and hypothermia are a distant memory. Now the lifeguard's biggest challenge is collisions.
It is quite a dangerous craft, and when you've got a large amounts of surfers together, especially the ones learning to surf, it's a recipe for disaster.
This is the real wipeout. And lifeguards are left to deal with the carnage.
It's been happening all day. There's that many people in the water.
The actual board straight on the top of the head, contusion, it could knock a person out. The rail in the head, the same. Any headshot, imagine that in the head. I've actually seen where guys have been hit by the nose and the nose has snapped off in the wound. One of these in the eye, totally blind.
Whoa, you're very lucky, man. Split the eyelid, the bottom side of the eyelid, about an inch.
Chris was paddling out when he was run over by two beginner surfers.
I looked up and the guys were paddling back out, so nice blokes. Yeah, we'll have a look at it now. And that's pretty quiet, so what do you do? A lot of people don't realise that if you are beginning to surf, they hang with themselves and they want to have a laugh, but they don't realise, like, boards just go everywhere and they just hit everyone and anyone. And even if they've got leg ropes on or not, it's not really that safe, so. There's about 1 mil of skin left before it gets to your eye. Thank goodness for that.
Chris heads for specialist treatment at Sydney Eye Hospital. Not everyone's seeing eye to eye with the hordes of surfers.
And Bondi it's like guerrilla surfing here. They have a dangerous weapon and they paddle into an ocean full of people that could become a cropper.
It may look like a free-for-all, but experienced surfers follow strict etiquette. The most basic rule, the surfer closest to the breaking part of the wave has right of way.
The trouble is, we bring learners into it. It's really not their fault because no one's taught them. And I think people should be required to have 4 or 5 lessons before, or 3 lessons at least. Because what they do, they have no idea. They paddle in the wrong place, compromise waves, and actually risk themselves plus other surfers.
Local surfers from the Bondi Board Riders Club aren't happy.
Comes to the point when you're on the wave and there's so many people in the road, instead of looking at the wave, you've got to watch people in front of you because they're trying to learn how to surf, so they're pretty much like a floating hazard.
The guy who ran me over was just some English dude. The hospital was in intensive care for 2 nights. I had a fractured skull, had bleeding near the brain. I think it's called a subdural hematoma, and it was just a mess.
Lifeguards can't limit crowds or police surfing etiquette. All they can do is mop up the casualties. Deano and Troy are called to an injured surfer on the water's edge.
Where is it? In here somewhere?
It's down there. If you look it up, you can see it. It's
All right.
a really big cut.
Put some gloves on and have a look. It looks like it's contained the bleeding. How do you feel? Bit woozy. All right. What happened?
I just went on top of the board. Yeah, it's just here. I lifted up. It's just there. It's
Yeah. What's your name? Heidi, I'm Dean.
31-year-old Heidi is a beginner surfer invited for a wave with her cousin Steve. Lifeguards can't see how serious the injury is until they peel back her wetsuit. As well as treating the injury, lifeguards must reassure Heidi to help minimise shock.
You're not bleeding too bad, Heidi, but it is a big cut. We'll probably have to call an ambulance for you and take you up. I think it'd probably be the best. You'd be happy with that? Yeah, I think so. Bondi Central, can you call an ambulance? We've got a fairly major laceration to the thigh. You must have really whacked it hard, eh?
Oh, yeah.
You can move your toes and everything?
As the wetsuit puts pressure on the wound and stems blood loss, Deano and Troy are anxious to get Heidi to the tower.
Don't try to stand on that leg.
Luckily, the injury has missed major arteries in Heidi's leg.
1, 2, 3. Put some pressure on that, right? Yeah. You've got the MRI on it? Yeah. So I'll give you a couple of these to wash it, Troy. Yeah. And then we'll take over the top. How do you feel, Heidi?
Alright.
Alright? Yeah. Can you get that right off, Troy? Yeah, and it's better already. Much better now. I wasn't sure first whether to leave the wetsuit on because the wetsuit was holding it so well. It seems to have stopped most of the bleeding. How long have you been surfing for?
Not very long at all.
Not very long? Do you think you'll continue surfing?
I'm not quite sure.
Not quite sure. Reassess a bit later, hey?
Press the top. Straight up and down, is it?
Do one more over the top.
How long is it?
I
think that's 15 centimetres.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Yeah. Right.
Felt like a good one.
Yeah.
Give me something for the pain in the ambulance. Should be well looked after.
Heidi will require multiple internal and external stitches.
The wetsuit was holding it in place, and then when I saw it up there, I thought, oh, no wonder she was in a bit of pain because she'd cut it open pretty big.
It was pretty solid. It was like probably 20 centimetres long, and it was open a fair bit. I kind of had the same kind of thing back last year. I did the same kind of cut, a bit longer than that, and it was wide open like that as well. But yeah, that was pretty cool. You could see she was in a bit of shock at first, and then the pain starts hitting in a little bit after that. But she was pretty strong. She wasn't like crying or anything. She's lucky she didn't see it because she didn't look down to have a look. When I had a look, I was like, oh, no way.
The old man of the sea is H. At 59, born and bred in Bondi, he understands Australia's most famous beach better than anyone.
Like you could be watching a spot and 5 minutes later something 20 metres up the beach will come on because the beach hasn't worked itself out how it's going to drain.
The solid swell has created a powerful rip at the south end. Two swimmers have unwittingly launched themselves straight into it.
One of them decided to swim towards the bergs. He's going to be in a bit of trouble, I think.
The swimmers stand no chance against the torrent.
You're going to have to get down there now. You're going to have to go in.
H and Chapo have to respond from the other end of the beach.
He's frothing.
H and Chapo use the rip as an express route out to the swimmers.
Hey, get on behind me.
Collecting the two men is one thing. The challenge is getting them safely to shore. As Chapo struggles against the fast-moving water, the old man of the sea heads in the opposite direction.
Can you kick your leg? Yeah. Here's a trick I'll show you. This is what you do if it ever happens again.
Bizarrely, he heads straight for the rocks. Chapo still makes no headway against the rip. Chapo might be losing ground, But H's unorthodox manoeuvre looks alarmingly dangerous.
Just head straight down. Go up with the wave. Here we go. Ready? Go up with it.
Then, like magic, the swimmer is delivered to safety.
Yeah, H has just paddled him on top of the rocks. Quite different, I've never seen it done before.
As Chappo struggles, the old sea dog takes command.
Yeah, I will, mate. Yeah, no, gotcha. Good idea. Yeah, good one.
Yeah, actually, Chappo's decided to do the same thing now.
All the way from Colorado, Daniel and Doug didn't expect to be rock climbing at Bondi.
You alright? Yeah, man, thanks. It's alright. Up the rock. Hey, our pleasure, mate.
Highly unorthodox, but highly effective.
Old sea dog knew exactly where to go. I'm over there struggling to rip. It's what you call local knowledge. I've grown up. It's the easiest way. It looks the most frightening, but it's the easiest. Because the current's going that way. It's just a matter of just getting lifted up with the wave. You see, I didn't even have to... That guy was sort of not totally hopeless. Some people, I've had to take some really tired people up there. But there again, you just take charge. You know, it's what we do.
Before we knew it, we were just dragged all the way out here. And then a surfer came and said, "You okay?" And I was being bashful. And I don't know where he was, but I couldn't get up. I'm glad he came and got me. I really am.
If you guys want to ride, we'll give you a ride. If not, we're leaving you here. So I was like, I'll take her ride in.
I was in trouble. I really was in trouble.
It was tired.
I think.
That makes you tired trying to fight that current out there.
It was good. I'm glad they got me.
Me too.
But the American visitors aren't the only ones who've learnt a thing or two about Bondi.
Hey, just taught me something today. Like, where the hell is he going? And I thought I was going to make it, and then the rip just got me, and he's just on the rocks. He's going, "Chappo, come over here." I didn't want to go because I wanted to go my way, but I ended up bloody succumbing to where he was going. Sweet.
Oh, how good was that, mate?
Old sea dog. He's a legend.